Welcome back. Now let's shift our focus to the national capital. With winter season around the corner, there seems to be no improvement in the levels of pollution in Delhi NCR. Delhi's air quality has plunged to alarming levels, logging an AQI of 335, remaining in the very poor category. The situation is expected to worsen, with predictions suggesting the air quality to remain very poor until November 12th. Now, respiratory patients are flooding hospitals as pollution levels surge, especially among children. Residents of Delhi NCR are battling cough, cold and sore throat due to the toxic air. Meteorological conditions are extremely unfavorable for pollutant dispersion, exacerbating the crisis. Now, health experts warn of severe consequences, especially for vulnerable groups, and Delhi Heights are advised to take necessary precautions and stay indoors. Kritika, my colleague, is joining us with the latest on this. Kritika, how is the on-ground situation today and what are the difficulties that the residents of Delhi NCR are facing?
Right, the onslaught of air pollution in the national capital continues. Today is, in fact, the 12th day when where the air quality index in the national capital is remaining to be in the very poor category. We're seeing a slight improvement in terms that from 383 2 days ago, we are now towards a number that is below 350. Despite that, the long-term effects of being exposed to the air is clearly being seen, as a lot of doctors are pointing out how multiple patients have been coming in, patients who have not only been having previously issues with respiratory health, but also those without any predisposed respiratory complications are also complaining of increased cough in this season now. What is also alarming is because of the weather conditions, we can only assume that these situations will persist at least till the November of 18. This is what the Indian Institute of Meteorology is saying as of the moment, that the weather conditions remain to be extremely unfavorable for the dispersion of pollutants. What we're also seeing, however, is that not a lot of stations are recording reading in the severe level. So that's definitely a sigh of respite for Delhiites living in the areas that had been consistently recording an AQI above 400. We still see that a lot needs to be done. Yesterday, the Central Pollution Control Body did set up a meeting wherein the Municipal Corporation of Delhi was again asked to look into the revision of parking fees for private vehicles. Remember, this was one of the measures that were laid out under the grapple plan, wherein the MCD was asked to hike the parking for private vehicles in order to promote public transport more. But then the MCD had said that they do not right now have the wherewithal to do it. We only saw that these measures take off in the NDMC area. What is also a little concerning is how residents many times in the national capital, in the NCR as well, have complained of the lack of end-mile connectivity. So any hike in the parking charges can also inconvenience them in ways wherein they do not have an alternative, in fact. But as we see that the winter peak is still not, it still has not hit. So we are yet to see what more measures will be taken on ground. So far, we see a little improvement, but that could also be with the wind speed now settling in from the southeast direction instead from being from a variable direction. However, we will continue to track the updates as they come. As of now, the AQI is below 350 on an average for the national capital.
All right, Kritika, thank you for getting us all those latest details. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this story. As of now, we're shifting focus to the neighboring country. Now, pollution worsens in Pakistan as the smog continues to worsen in the neighboring country. The city of Multan has turned apocalyptic as it crossed the 2000 mark on air quality index. In Lahore, also, schools have been shut amid a massive increase in AQI. The state government of Pakistan's Punjab is on high alert and has imposed a smart lockdown to bring down the pollution levels. The state has closed parks and museums till November 17th. The markets have been directed to close by 8 p.m. and the traffic police has been ordered to take strict action against vehicles emitting smoke. The smog situation in Multan's surrounding districts of Bahawalpur, Muzaffargarh and Khanewal was also the same, resulting in reduced visibility on roads. Multan's biggest medical facility has established 2 smog counters in the OPD and emergency wards due to hazardous air quality.
Smog has affected our population very adversely, and more than 55,000 people have presented to the various hospitals of Lahore in only 1 week. More than 7,000 have presented with the eye infections. They have presented with the conjunctivitis, which is because of the allergy to the particulate matter in the smog. And also more than 6,000 people have presented with ear, nose and throat infections. We should also remember that all those people who have respiratory issues, who have asthma or chronic obstructive airway diseases, all of these patients find it very difficult to lead a normal life during smog. So all those patients who have ischemic heart disease or other heart conditions, they find it difficult to breathe, and then they can have a myocardic ischemic attack, which is otherwise called a heart attack.
काफ़ी फ्लू है, चेस्ट इन्फेक्शन था, तो मेनली ये स्मोक की वजह से, जैसे मौसम चेंज हो रहा है, स्मोक ज़्यादा हो रही है, डिफोरेस्टेशन की वजह से यहाँ पे दरख्त भी नहीं है, और एयर क्वालिटी में तो वैसे भी लाहौर बहुत बुरे जा रहा है। जैसे 1087 अकॉर्डिंग टू वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की वजह से इसकी एयर क्वालिटी है। तो आई वुड जस्ट रिकमेंड कि गवर्नमेंट को चाहिए दे शुड प्रॉपर प्लान रिगार्ड टू जस्ट कंट्रोल स्मोक, दरख्त लगाएँ। उसके अलावा गाड़ियों को कंट्रोल किया जाए, जो आलूदगी फैलाने वाले ज़राए हैं, जैसे धुएँ वाली गाड़ियाँ हैं या मोटर बाइक्स हैं, दे शुड इम्प्लांट द न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज़ इम्प्लांट करेंगे तो इस वजह से स्मोक भी कम हो जाएगी। अकॉर्डिंग टू माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, ये जो एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन हैं, इनको बंद ना किया जाए।